The Federal Education Minister is reported to have said in a recent interview that a proposal to make primary education compulsory is currently under the consideration of the government. First up, a high-level meeting in this regard is being called in Islamabad, and the recommendations prepared by it would be placed before the National Assembly. First up, the context presumably is the goal set up in the 6th five-year plan. First up, universal compulsory education says the plan will be instituted with the plan period. First up, all boys of the relevant age group will be put into class 1 in the middle years of the plan, and all the girls by the terminal year 1987-88. First up, as we are in the middle years of the plan already, the matter obviously has not only relevance but also urgency. First up, the nature of the urgency will be evident if we look at the reality on the ground. First up, according to the latest statistics of the 1 crore 30 lakh school age children, only about 66 lakh children are in the primary schools. First up, this works out to about 50% children being outside the schools. First up, but let us suppose that an official machinery is created, the out of school children are identified and their guardians persuaded to let them be educated. Would there be enough schools to receive them? The number of primary schools in 1984-85, according to the latest economic survey, is only a little over 75,000. First up, how many of these are actually functioning is a question which cannot be answered with certainty. First up, in the Punjab alone, about 100 schools are said to exist. Only one paper. First up, the salaries of teachers and other running expenses of these phantom schools are alleged to be drawn by officials of the education department and embezzled. First up, the Punjab United Teachers Association claims that about 150 schools are without headmasters. First up, promotions are withheld either because of administrative inefficiency or because certain palms are not greased. First up, transfers of teachers are said to be arranged or withheld for similar reasons. First up, even if all this were not there and the provincial governments were able to streamline and improve the working of their education departments, start building schools with residential quarters for teachers, gave incentives for service in the rural areas, recruited double the existing number of teachers, etc., would then the problem be solved? First up.